President Cyril Ramaphosa has, in his capacity as chairperson of the Southern African Development Community Organ on Defence, Politics and Security Cooperation, appointed special envoys to engage with King Mswati III of the Kingdom of Eswatini on security and political developments in the kingdom. Amongst the delegation is former South African Cabinet Minister, Mr. Jeff Radebe, and he joins us now via Zoom. A very good day to you, Mr. Radebe. Thank you so much for making the time.
Good day to you, Desreen, and all the viewers of SABC TV.
A mission such as this one impacts on foreign relations and policy, self-determination and sovereignty. What are your thoughts going into it?
Well, I think, first of all, let's put it in perspective. Our President Ramaphosa is the head of the organ of security, politics and defense, and in that capacity, in consultation with his colleagues, the President of Botswana, His Excellency President Masisi, and Geingob of Namibia, they've decided to send a special envoy, which I am, together with the Deputy Minister of DIRCO, Candid Mashigo, together with the Executive Secretary of SADC and representative of the government of Botswana and Namibia, in order to go to Swaziland, as I'm going there, Eswatini today, in order to take a look at what is happening there with the view of calming the waters so that there can be a settlement on the issues that are at stake there. So that's principally our mission, to meet His Majesty the King Mswati of Eswatini, together with all the relevant stakeholders, so that we can be able to find a lasting solution to the political developments that are very disturbing.
South Africa has a historical reference in terms of these kind of activities. We will remember the efforts of former President Thabo Mbeki in Zimbabwe, and also later on the envoy, the current Minister of Social Development, Lindiwe Zulu, also chosen to make such efforts in Zimbabwe. What are your prospects of success?
Well, the prospect depends on the people of Eswatini themselves. Our role is to facilitate the resolution of the political challenges that they are faced with. And I'm very confident that, especially as South Africa, being good neighbors with Eswatini, having historic relations, in fact, we are one family, I do not believe that there are problems that are too big or too small to be resolved. So I'm very determined to use everything within my fiber to play that critical role in resolving the issues there. I'm going there with an open mind, ensuring that we hear all views, so that at the end of the day, the people of Eswatini must be able to come around the table and come up with a lasting solution, so that there must be peace, because whatever happened at Eswatini has a negative impact not only to South Africa, but to the whole of the Southern African region.
I'm glad that you touch on your mandate, which is to engage on security and political developments in Eswatini. How would you respond to the protesters who are saying there's no democracy in Eswatini? As a result, a conversation about politics there becomes a bit difficult. How would you respond to that?
Like I've said, I don't think there are problems that are big or small. If we sit around the table, there must be a lasting solution. As I said, I go there, I come to Eswatini with an open mind, as a responsibility and duty to everyone, His Majesty the King, the stakeholders, the ordinary people of Eswatini, to come with a lasting solution. I think it may be in sight, so long as we can be able to hear one another and find a common ground to the issues that confront our people. These are our people. We are one people. All these boundaries that we talk about are colonial boundaries at the end of the day. We are committed as Africans to Agenda 2063, the Africa that we want. So that is the objective at the end of the day. So our mission is very simple. Yet I know that issues are very complex, but it is our responsibility for us to simplify the issues so that we come to brass tacks as to what is needed to give a lasting solution to the people and the nation of Eswatini.
In announcing the appointment in the morning, the statement from the president, he says the president appreciates the king's availability to receive the delegation. Are you meeting directly with the king?
Yes, definitely. There is an appointment to meet with his Majesty the King Mswati in order to ensure to elucidate his views about what is happening in Eswatini.
And of course, as the reports have come through, they're showing that the situation is really under stress. The statement also said you're going at some point this week. Are you on your way there already? And what's on your agenda?
I'm at the airport as we speak. I'm going to Swaziland. I have time to make sure that by the time one returns, there is clarity or a light at the end of the tunnel.
Are you meeting all the other stakeholders?
Well, it is our intention, and it's part of the mandate to ensure that we meet His Majesty the King. After that, we meet all relevant stakeholders, because without having heard other stakeholders, will not be able to come up with a lasting solution. I think the images that are coming from Eswatini are very disturbing indeed. You can see that the temperature, the political temperature is very hot indeed. Our responsibility is to ensure that the temperature must be cooled so that we speak soberly of what is confronting the people of Eswatini, because SADC is very much concerned about the developments that are unfolding in that beautiful country.
We know you've got to go take your flight. Let's release you. Hope you will make time to speak to us following these engagements.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, Desiree, and your viewers.
Former Cabinet Minister and now Envoy to Eswatini, Jeff Radebe.